question is, like nowadays, a lot of haram has become normal in our societies, like worldwide, and it has a big impact on the Muslim community. So some Muslims are doing things that are not permitted in Islam or are not from Islam. And, we need to advise each other, but how do we find the balance between enjoining the good and forbidding the evil, and not putting too much pressure on people by telling them this is haram and this is haram, and they can, you can push them away from the deen. So how do we find the balance?
Imagine, Iman, you're sitting here in my place and you're receiving thousands and thousands of calls where most people are asking about halal, haram, and particularly in business transaction, in men and women relationship. And as you just mentioned that most of these transactions and relationships are haram. So what are you supposed to do? Am I supposed to please people and say, well, it is okay because the time is different? Yesterday, I was watching, somebody sent me a few clips of a da'i from the UK, where he, even though despite the fact he's wearing a long beard, but he turned Islam upside down. Everything the host is asking him about is halal and okay because the time is different. And, he's a da'iyah, but he has changed the religion. And if it is up to me, I would warn people not to listen to him. So how to keep balance, as Iman just said. When there is something which is overwhelming, I would just write a post, make a little clip, or share something presented by somebody else. Would that be sufficient? Yes, that would be sufficient. Then if I'm being asked specifically, I shouldn't hesitate to say what I know about the truth of it, the haram or the halal. Yes, I was in a meeting before I got sick. A bunch of girls were asking me, is it okay to have a crush on another guy? Is it okay to hit him? And so on. And it seemed like those girls were in a different world, even though, mashallah, their families are good. But number one, I was happy that they were open to ask the sheikh these questions. And number two, then answering them will be slightly different than sitting here and saying haram or halal, a major sin or a minor sin. So you'll have to go an extra mile to explain to them gently and quietly what is behind the scene, why the effective cause of the prohibition, and the consequences of breaking these rules.